Hey, family. Let me get us situated. Y'all, I don't know. Sometimes I have it together, and then sometimes, to be honest, I hit record, and I'm like, let's just get into it. Happy Monday. How are you doing? How are you feeling? We're just tapping in. We're just checking in. Let us get our friends down here. I feel like we always have that super bright keyboard in the background. It feels super dark. It feels super dark in here today. Um, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Let's get the chart up. Let's tap in and check in. You know what's really been on my mind? I find it fascinating. We are preparing to, are we already in sun? Are we already in sun? Yes, we are. Yes, this week is big waters. I say that. I say that, and it's too funny because all of the conjunctions, I was going to say we're in the big conjunction. We have a big trine, a big square, a big conjunction. The sun is very busy as it completes its journey through Pisces. And of course, Mars is now out of retrograde but still in Cancer. So we have this whole sun trining Mars tapping into that water of Cancer. We have the sun in conjunction with Saturn, and Saturn is in Pisces. So the sun and Saturn are very close right now. Hold on, you guys. Let's see. Child, can I spell? Apparently not. Is that peaking? No, actually it'll be more like mm, interesting. Sorry, I was just kind of walking that placement out and seeing when it will peak. It'll peak. So over the next couple days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, is going to be this sun conjunct Saturn. Remember, when we talk about a conjunction, it's very much like they are besties. They've come really close together to hold hands, to do work together. Let's get some rosemary smudge in the room. I think that this is honestly, it's to me, it's big. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. So we have the sun conjuncting Saturn and the sun conjuncting Neptune at the same time. And that's so rare. And what's crazy is I want to say in our lifetime, let me tell you something. This is good to note. This is good to note and be aware of. Where do we want to go before I start talking? What do we want to shuffle, Spirit? Do we want to go with an oracle? We do. Okay. We're going to go with the Gateway of Light, so I'm going to go ahead and get it out and be shuffling. Let me get these beautiful cards out and put them in the deck. I was working with them yesterday. Can we just, with the art though, this is so appropriate because the cards that I was working with yesterday was like Stargate energy. This waterfall imagery to open the throat chakra is what it was talking about. But this really makes me think of portals. And the fact that we are in eclipse season in and of itself, you guys, is a portal. We'll be working our way to Friday to have our total lunar eclipse. Yeah, we will have the total lunar eclipse. And we'll also have, like, I'm trying to get the right angle, but I kind of put, it's too close to my face. I'm literally, hopefully I don't talk too loud. Yeah, those images remind me of huge portals. And we're in this territory in March. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Emerald tablet activation. Wow, the central sun, just those two? Okay. Emerald tablet activation and the central sun. cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, conscious manifesting, abundance downloads, regeneration, and success. I love it because I really feel like the sun is a star. Okay, you get what I'm saying. Somebody said, duh, of course it is. All right now. Don't be like that, okay? Oh, I was going to say it is dark in here today, you guys. It's dark in here. It's cloudy, it's rainy. It's so fascinating to me. I feel called to hold on to my girasol quartz. Is there a message there, Spirit? I think you spell it. Child, you ever type a word and you just like, that can't be right. No, it is right. Okay, girasol. I've always said girasol. Isn't it like, it's kind of like a milkier version of a rose quartz, and it's these properties that kind of come together between moon quartz, rose quartz, like crystal quartz. I think the vibration of girasol is like really similar to a clear quartz, but again, it's got that beautiful kind of like divine love, oneness, bliss. This is not really the best lighting, but it's so pretty if you've seen it. I almost want to move my lamp so you can see it better, but it's just not the same. You guys, if you know, you know. If you love crystals, if you're a crystal lover, a gemstone collector, you know it just never hit right unless you have it right in the sunlight. So girasol quartz, Spirit, the message is visualizing very healing energy, very soft. It's very like yin feminine energy. Apparently, depending upon what kind, maybe there's a message here for someone. I really like the website called Moonrise Crystals. So I'm on there, but you guys, you know, there's so many resources. I have lots of books as well. I always encourage you to read as much books as you do websites, because child, these days, you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Girasol quartz energy is coming through. So excuse me. Hey, listen, thank you for being here today. If you are new here, welcome in. If you've been here before, or you're just returning to hang out, to learn more about astrology, just to tap in, to recalibrate, you know, a lot of times I feel like it's good for us to check in with each other and align, be encouragers of each other, share our spiritual experience, our affirmations, our feelings, you know what I'm saying? And we amplify each other's healing journey, our synchronicities together, all these things. So it's amazing, even if you're just maybe like liking the video to confirm to yourself that something was an affirmation for you, or a synchronization or a synchronicity for you. Liking the video is just a cool way to connect to my energy, and our spirit teams can vibe together, our team and higher self, of course, always in service of the highest and best good and harming none. That's the vibe we hold down over here. So you don't want to play in the energy that is of that high tier, because, you know, it's a quick whiplash. But that's the vibe we hold down over here. So I'm saying, if you like, it also helps me and my spirit team align with you. I always want to channel and tap in and teach and bring messages and confirmations and just good healing energy for people who are meant to be in my soul tribe, my soul family. If you subscribe, if you like, if you share, it just circulates us on this platform. There may be other people who want to be awakened, activated, supported, healed, and encouraged that are in our soul family. You know what I'm saying? So if you show up, you pop in, you hit like, you subscribe, those are great ways to support that process. I'll always reiterate to people, I have no intentions generally in my heart space that this was ever going to be like a monetization. I do have a practice where I do tarot and astrology. Of course, you can visit my website. You can visit my Facebook business page, find me on my socials, what have you. I make ritual tools, I craft candles, I got all kind of things going on, lots of one-on-one work, and a beautiful clientele community, a wonderful soul family. So here, I really just like to give back. I know that everyone can't always get readings. I know that there was many, many seasons in my life as there will be for a lot of you who are kind of newly awakening. You need to have good people, strong people, healing, self-aware, high vibrational people that can help you hold your frequency, that can help encourage you. And as people will continue to be kind of in wolf mode, which requires, and some of us have already left our pack, so to speak, long ago. But the intention is that you get connected with a new soul group family and rebuild a new energetics and such. This is how it will be more and more in the ascending Terra Gaia, the 5D timelines, and the frequencies of convergence. Okay, so that is what it is. So here, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. If you ever want to, I have people ask me all the time, like, how can I support? Honestly, you can go to my website. You can book a reading. You can find me on my Facebook business page. You know what, child? Hold on one second, because someone had sent me an email the other day, friends, and said something about I went to your website, but it wasn't loading. And I don't even know why. I just wanted to make sure while it's on my mind, because I don't have any notifications. That is so odd. It isn't loading, you guys. You know what? Let's go ahead and get into these beautiful cards and any additional messages and chit chat about astrology. What? Yeah, see, that really bugs me, you guys. Let me just put this up in the background and hopefully, and then that way I won't forget to check on it. Because I had some private events this weekend, and, child, I'm going to be busy, packaging and doing the things. I also have a series of, one-on-one readings where I'm helping people understand their fixed star placement in their charts. Yes. So, we are in the midst of many portals. I hear it like this from Spirit. Of course, we know that we are in a portal of the eclipse season. Yeah. We also know it's very, we're opening with a lunar eclipse. To me, that always hits different. If eclipse season opens with a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, to me, the energy feels different. The energy feels very return inward to the self. It's very divine yin. Obviously, we know that we have a lot of water. We were just talking about that, right? But we are in the, let me get off this screen, because I'm going to end up getting distracted and being mad about why this website isn't loading. We'll check it out later. We are in the time of the collective energy, in that we will find ourselves, especially in March, being in very unique places where we said much like when Pluto was preparing to shift out of Capricorn. Many of these statements were like, this will be the last time you'll experience this energy with Pluto, in this lifetime. It will be the same because of the way that Neptune will shift at the end of March. We know this. We've been talking about it. So I urge you to not, underappreciate. I urge you to not underappreciate the spiritual opportunities that you have at this time. Okay. And even more so, appreciate the Virgo energy, appreciate the Uranus and Taurus, the Taurus energy, appreciate your earth element energy so that you can stay embodied and grounded. But it is a very, spiritual time right now. And also with Saturn is at the 21 degree point in Pisces. Saturn will continue to do his work, and then also be moving out of Pisces and completing close to 30-year long or whatever. I don't have the exact years, but completing a full orbit. The amount of karmic closeout right now, the amount of shift and ascension, the amount of timeline convergence, and at slippage and or convergence. I really feel that it is very, very liminal right now, for sure. So appreciate this week, especially, you guys, Sun conjunct and within a few degrees of Saturn in Pisces. And then Sun also conjunct, not as close to Neptune. the sun will continue to get closer to Neptune. And that's a big deal because Neptune will not be in this territory in your lifetime. Again, your children's lifetime, your grandchildren's lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think this week, Sun conjunct Saturn, Sun in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, very, very uncommon, right? How many years again will it be? But again, we have all of this in a week here to say, slow down and be internally present, to really connect with your team and higher self and your spirit guides. I think a lot of people have a tendency to say, how do we say? A lot of people have a tendency to be like, this is the time you should be manifest. I get that. Okay. We all have different goals, but I'm saying right now, you really, really, really have an opportunity to have access to a tier of energy that you probably will never have access to again. And so I feel like it would just be like, there's an unprecedented amount of karmic justice. There's an unprecedented amount of wisdom, of spiritual knowledge, heightened abilities, all of these things in the collective energy right now. So it's very, very powerful. It's intense. I really don't think, you guys, this is a time that we need to be moving fast. We don't need to be moving fast. Whatever meditation looks like for you, again, please, I'll just continue to what we say now. I'll die on that hill. It is a year of the Hermit, a year of 9, a year of the wood snake. Now is a time to call your power back to yourself. It's not like let's hit the gas. It's more like now more than ever, how do we say, Spirit? I need to understand the tier of my vision. I would like to reach up into the divine space of my team and higher selves and have downloads and have activation points and understand that it's paramount. I'm hearing it's paramount. It's absolutely necessary that we be wise. It's a huge maturity point. You know, it really is. It's huge. And so I would be mindful of your dream space, intentionally seeking meditative spaces. Like, again, what's it look like for you? No one else can tell you this is the work. Okay. And then I do also find it interesting, I will say, I do also find it interesting that Mercury is, you know, as per usual, already running ahead of us in Aries. What are we at now? The 8 degree. Venus doing retrograde at the 9 degree. Because of that deep place we're in. But then Mercury in Aries is like very courageous, you know? Mercury in Aries is very like, you know what I think? I think that people could misinterpret this as like, I need to go out and just speak whatever, no matter what. I really think this is a different energy of Mercury being in Aries during all of this other very like Sun in Pisces, conjunct Saturn in Pisces, conjunct, you know, Neptune in Pisces, and that conjunction will continue getting stronger and stronger. But I feel like Mercury in Aries, because, you know, Mercury is our mental, Mercury is the messenger, Mercury is Hermes, Mercury is very spiritual, like higher level chakra, you know, third eye, crown, soul star. I'm receiving messages from spirit, my divine. It can be throat chakra, but I feel like spirit is saying pump the brakes before you bring it all the way down to the throat chakra. Also, Venus in retrograde in Aries, you know, let's not be impulsive. I feel like it's more of like I'm seeing like someone's head being baptized with fire. Yes, I'm aware of the religious reference there. I'm just saying what I see. You know what I mean? I'm just channeling over here, okay? It's I'm hearing Be baptized by the renewal in your mind. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not religious over here, love and light. Okay. But many texts have wise statements if you understand how to interpret them and think for yourself. Excuse me, I'm sipping coffee. Yeah, it's a big be confident enough in yourself that you know that you are deeply connected. You're the veil, you're all the I don't even want to hear no shit like the veil is thin. Nah, the veil is dissolving before us. With a haste. I hear with haste. Communicate directly with confidence to your team and higher self in spirit. Okay. And let that fill you with confidence and courage in your soul purpose. This is how I feel it with Mercury and Venus being in this Aries territory already, but us in these big activation points of Pisces. So I think that's very, very powerful. Talk about, you know how we keep saying about convergence and the liminal and floating between and coming down the birth canal? We've been talking about all of this in eclipse season, in preparation for Neptune to ingress into Aries. It's like such a huge fucking place of one thing ends and another begins. And I'm hearing, a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. Okay. What is it? Hold your breath, it gets better. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm hearing that. It's what's wild though, y'all, is like, okay, we have these huge activation points of the sun in this Pisces energy, Saturn and Neptune, huge activation points. That's not even touching on, I'm not even touching on, child, like Sun square Jupiter. We're not really touching on the moon is doing like 3 different trines. Also, Mars is trine to Saturn while Saturn is trine to the sun, right? And then, okay, you get what I'm saying? There's a lot of other supporting factors we could really dig into. But here's what's wild to me too is we have all this energy, but then we have Venus retrograde in Aries opening March. And then after we start getting our feet wet, digging into this eclipse portal, then, wait, when is it? Let me see. When is the date? How long after is it that Mercury goes into retrograde? I think Mercury will go into retrograde. I thought I put that note down. Oh, I did. Wait, child, shoot, hold on. Yeah, it is. Okay, I just didn't want to say it and misspeak, but yeah, right after the lunar eclipse, I want to say Mercury will then go into retrograde. And you know I will pop your hand, love and light. Don't you go over here huffing and complaining and blaming shit on Mercury retrograde. That is a healthy placement, just like Venus retrograde is, and we're not claiming that over. We're not. Now, some placements I will give you, like, yeah, I think you need to be mindful, real mindful. It's crazy to me too, though, because the lunar eclipse, you guys, is going to be happening in Virgo. Right? The full moon on the 14th, the lunar eclipse will be in Virgo. I've told you guys we're going to begin working with this Virgo energy because that's our south node point. But Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So then right after that, the ruler of the lunar eclipse, Mercury, will go into retrograde. So it's kind of like this coming out of the canal, having this courage, all of these marker points of spiritual connection, embodiment of, it's like very crystalline DNA activation as you have been trying to come down the canal of the womb. And it's almost like a portion, you know what Spirit is showing me as a visual, you guys, is like a portion of your light body. What is the word, Spirit? Spirit is saying transfiguration, but I don't know. Child. I mean, I know the word, but is it appropriate? Transfiguration. Yes, I know about it being a biblical word and everything. Yeah, but I'm saying transfiguration. What's the definition? That's what I want to know. Yeah, listen, a metamorphosis, an exaltation, a spiritual change. It doesn't just have to be your form or appearance. It's like a metamorphosis by definition of the word. Okay. I heard, okay, this is nice. Oh, this you right here. That's what I heard, y'all. Transfiguration. That's how I hear it. And then and then once again, I feel like we keep wanting to hit some people, and this is not mature. Love and light, I will tell you, it's not spiritually mature. I need you to understand and emotionally evolve, spiritually, mentally evolve. We're not waiting on the time to hit the gas. This ain't no hit the gas season. It's really not. And plus we don't always find abundance and prosperity by saying, I've finally hit the point where I can move a lot faster. You don't. Oftentimes, actually, I think it's powerful when you have room to slow down. You have room to take a risk. You have room to create something totally different or explore something. Again, a whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes, right? Hold your breath, it gets better. Dun, 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 dun. I really loved Aladdin. Okay, it hit different in the 90s. Hear me out. It's a reconnection with your mind, your divine mind. I'm seeing very much the infinity symbol over the brain. Again, I'm seeing the causal and in the crown chakra, recalibration, transfiguration. Those are the words that I'm hearing. There are ideas that will be reformatting in our mind. Okay, Spirit, because we are still going to be working with Jupiter and Gemini until a certain point. Why? Okay, sorry. Spirit was like, you never, I was trying to find the page. You never went back to Girasol quartz. Okay. Again, you guys, I'm looking at Moonrise crystals. I like a lot of their descriptions and how they go into like spiritual, emotional. They break down these different properties. So it says Girasol quartz shares the same basic energy as clear quartz, except that it is an energy that is slightly softer. It can be used to amplify the power and energy of all crystals. Okay, this would be like, ooh, she's a real tingly. She's real tingly today. This would be a good one for like grids, Reiki, energetic healing, or those who are actively directing energy from one source into another for the purpose of healing, supportive of any positive transformation. Equally important, Girasol quartz helps energy healers to maintain healthy boundaries and not give away their energy indiscriminately or forget to tap into divine source of all energy. I like that. Okay, Spirit, we're going to read further. Girasol quartz helps us to filter out negative emotions that do not serve us, such as depression, anxiety, fear, or anger, and strengthens positive emotions such as love, compassion, and courage. Girasol quartz can help us to clearly see where emotional growth is needed and what we need to do on a practical level in order to create the happiest and healthiest life possible. Okay, it gives very like okay, I can see how this stone would be very helpful in reincorporating like higher levels of self, like we were just now channeling different parts of the light body coming down and kind of being alchemized into your own physical body. It's giving like DNA upgrade, but this is like very supportive. Yeah, supportive where emotional growth is needed. What we need to do on a practical level, healthiest self. That's very like Virgo embodiment. Girasol quartz asks us to let go of any impulse to play the role of the constant victim or a martyr. Instead, choose to simply learn the lesson and move on. It gently reminds us that we have some choice in our circumstances and our responses, and we can choose a path that will lead to more happiness in the long run. Claim your own personal power now. Okay, I like that. Again, I will say I've read different descriptions that say that There can be some rose quartz involved, but also from what I read as well, there's different inclusions. It depends on what kind you get. So that's interesting. I'm also seeing something that says it's very supportive of channeling. It's very easily programmable, helpful in communication. I'm seeing references that connect it to the causal chakra. So that may be another reason it's coming up, because we've been tapping in on the causal chakra. Creative relaxation. I focus on calm, relaxing activities. Girasol has a gentle yet powerful calming energy. It can reflect feelings, making it excellent for visualization. You just literally do want to hold it. And I don't know, you guys, if you've ever had that zing from a crystal, but the energy feels so good. It's not overwhelming. It's very soft, but you can feel the vibration. If you connect to gemstones that way, I realize everyone doesn't. I do that. Like, I feel it in my hands. Girasol can improve our communication skills, stimulate our creativity in the artistic, business, and practical fields, and deepen connections with our family, colleagues, social groups, or any familial groups. Okay, very nice. Yeah, see, there's like lavender, there's rose Girasol, there's lots of different ones, and I can see it's kind of like depends on, once again, what the inclusions are. Can be used for lucid dreaming because it is very gentle. Associated with crown, throat, causal chakra, psychic development, journeying. Okay, very Piscean supportive. I can see that. This is a great stone to actually come through. How much longer do we have? I always confuse it. Is it the 20th or the 21st? Yeah, so we've got about 10 more days. I'm always going by Eastern Standard Time, you guys. With the sun being in Pisces. I think it's hugely important that we continue to move very slow. We're going to be tempering and definitely balancing impulsiveness because, again, Mercury is in Aries and Venus is retrograde in Aries. So it's super important to just slow down when it comes to our, the money dollars, the financial decisions and stuff. But look, I do want to read the cards. These are very, very beautiful. You guys know we love some Cal Gray over here, Gateway of Light activation. Let's read about the Emerald Tablet. Thoth, is definitely one of my guides. He's on my team. He's on my gang. There it is, page 70. So I get excited whenever I see this card come through in our readings or one-on-ones with people. The Emerald Tablet is one of the most celebrated of the Hermetic texts. This can be the Kabbalion. Have you guys ever worked with it or read it? I would encourage you, if you haven't, to add it. It's big, it's deep, and just reading it, maybe this is coming through for someone who's been asking for additional spiritual guidance. Maybe you've been receiving messages that you are going to get a new spirit guide, or you're at this part of an ascension where you'll take on new gifts or get a new teaching mentor. It is a hermit year, once again. Again, Jupiter and Gemini is a great time to continue working with that mental expansion, okay? But, what's next, y'all? Cancer. Interesting. All right, let me not get distracted. Anyway, the Kabbalion, you can order it, but I would encourage to just take it in chunks. You will be activated point blank period if you just read a few paragraphs a day. So just, be prepared for that, but that's coming through. The Emerald Tablet is one of the most celebrated of the Hermetic texts, a series of sacred Egyptian Greek texts from the 2nd century or earlier. They form the basis of Hermeticism, a spiritual tradition that brings together science and spirituality through investigations into the cosmos, mind, and nature. Most of the texts are a series of dialogues between a teacher and a student and are based on the concept of alchemy. Yeah, y'all know I done read it multiple times. Y'all know how I feel. The art of turning lead into gold, or something that is laden and heavy into a golden opportunity. The emerald tablet is said to have been carved on a bright green stone that was transported to Egypt around the fall of Atlantis and stored in the halls of Amenti under a great pyramid. Although this legend is widespread, the origin of text is shrouded in mystery. We do know that it is made up of 14 passages, which first appeared in a book written sometime between the 6th and the 8th centuries, and has been highly influential. Its most famous statement is, "As above, so below," meaning that what is in the heavens, what is in the high heavens is reflected upon earth. Why is that making me think of Mercury in Aries? This courageous renewal of the mind, this mental baptismal of fire, but it's like the fire is not fire. Spirit is saying it's the light codes, it's the sun, it's the neutrinos, it's the photon, the photogenics that I'm always going on about. This is the fire, the quickening. It's like a quickening. Interesting, we're talking about Hermetics, Hermes Trismegistus, and all this because that is all connected to Mercury. Very interesting indeed. Listen, literally right in the next line, Spirit is play too much, okay? The author signs off as Hermes Tris or Trismegistus. Gistus. People say it a million different ways, child. Which is another name for Thoth or Thoth, who is featured in this deck and is thought to have been the priest king of Atlantis. Okay, I also pulled his card last night in my own personal work. It's a lot of dreams about water. You may resonate with having past life connections and or soul origin starseed connections that have to do with Atlantis. And Spirit is taking me back to how I've been dreaming a lot with water. Other people have too. We've been talking about it a lot. Many, many different variations of water. And I really do believe that's because of the ley lines activating the energetic frequencies in the earth a certain way. And the earth's water is churning. I also think that as Terra Gaia, who has her own sentient soul and purpose and, is evolving along with us, and we evolving and ascending along with her. I mean, if we so choose, right? There's something that Spirit shows me, and I don't know how to articulate it, but it's almost like she's cleaning herself in her waters. And it has to do with heat, too. And I see like steam and heat being released in the earth, but it's in the ocean. I also hear, we've talked about this before, like, it reminds me of like, and then I hear whale song. It's something like a frequential attunement, but there are stones. There are lots of, Spirit said, there's a lot of things in the ocean you guys don't know anything about. But it's like these towers are stones or souls within the stones, but it was intentionally like magic. But there's an awakening. This has to do with the level of light and the photons and the energetics and the ley lines. But we're also electromagnetic beings, and we conduct as well. And so as these things run through us and then ground out through the earth, yes, that's why it's important to do your grounding with your feet on the earth. It's all connected. We're partnering with her in it. But what is the it? I don't know. It could just be the path of ascension, you know what I'm saying, to higher and higher and higher until we can really support and converge with that 5D timeline. What does that look like in real time? I don't know, because time's not real. It's a spell. So I don't really know how to define that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just channeling and sharing with you different things. I do think it's fascinating that people, no matter where I tap in, and all the people that I trust, but also people I work one-on-one with and very good friends that I've studied spiritually with for more than a decade. All these dreams coming through with water, dude. And then the water in the chart. Oh, Lord. I see people being lit up. This makes me think, once again, the lamps and the stargates. The stargates, are your heart chakra that controls your toroidal space and the coding of your co-creative energy and your aura. I will nerd out with you real quickly, but let's finish reading. The author signs off as Hermes Trismegistus, or Gistus, which is another name for Thoth, who is featured in this deck and is thought to have been the priest king of Atlantis. The idea is that he knew of the approaching end of that civilization and hid the Emerald Tablet and many other teachings in order to preserve them for spiritual aspirants in the future. But if you think about the fact that water is alchemy, you guys, and we consume the water, we are the water is us 50 to 70%. Literally, that's our wetware. You know what I'm saying? If all of that is vibrational frequency and Pluto is in Aquarius, and if we are also in the age of Aquarius, and if the energy is being totally redistributed in a brand new way so that we can all have access to it, or either realign, recognize, reorient ourselves to the fact that we never didn't have access to it, we just forgot how to tap into it, something like this. Then it's like if we've been talking about Jupiter and Gemini and growing these antenna and such, right? That whole train of thought we've been talking about. The information is getting to us through the water and through the wavelength frequencies in the water. If let's hypothesize that there are things that went down into the earth, and they're aeons and aeons underwater, maybe even then in stone underwater, who knows, love and light. But if the light and the frequency in combination of everything that's going on in the collective is, I'm hearing a rumbling through the ley lines. Also, in assistance with teams in higher source and spirit, in assistance with ascended masters, in assistance with things that we can't necessarily see or define, Spirit says, yet I'm seeing like a trident, and then, and it's like steam goes out in the water, but it does something to the frequencies of the water. And it's all also like I'm seeing ancestors, but they okay, it's very Moana, like the ancestor spirit swimming in the water. And then you think about, even if the water goes through all these steps, if you speak to the water before you drink it and ask it to access that frequency, and then you are either spiritually bathing in it. I don't know. This takes me back to 2023, you guys. We've talked about water so much. Okay, Mars is in Cancer, understand, Spirit. We talked about water so much, and we talked a lot about it because it was just a watery ruled, year of 7, year of the Chariot and the Cancer card, all this. We talked a lot about how to charge your water, speak to your water, program your water, bathe in it, do your work in it, spiritually journey in it. We talked all about this water. This is why I'm so picky about when I make my Appalachian white water blends. I go to a source and I get the spring water from there. And then I work with that water in these glass containers where I only use that. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because it's powerful alchemy. And anytime I make like aura mists, I'm putting that living water in there. It's just one example, but okay. Water is big. You're like, duh, do you see all the Pisces? I know. It's just, whoa. And then like I feel my crown and up here zinging, like buzzing. There's a lot of important discoveries about yourself, Spirit is saying. I really love this. I feel like people's hearts and Stargate portals are just going to be fucking like busting out of the birth canals like crazy when Neptune goes into Aries. I love it. I mean, self-actualization on like an all-time high, and I'm pumped. But the thing is to not lose that. Don't go way shadow Aries and then go way too impulsive. It's all about how we embodiment and what we choose to do. But yeah, let me the idea is that Thoth knew the end was approaching of that civilization, and he hid the Emerald Tablet and many other teachings in order to preserve them for spiritual aspirants in the future. Okay, let's also read. Oh, I do love the Central Sun. You guys know I have plenty of Egyptian related tattoos, and I have my Sekhmet, and so I love that. Let's read the Central Sun together. I love to see the scarab beetle. I really honor lots of different beetles for that reason. Child, where? Okay, oh, okay. I didn't think that they would alphabetize it like that. Lord, let me get it together. All right. The central sun, abundance downloads, regeneration, success. Yes, we were just talking about this. Regeneration. What was it? Transfiguration? Our sun is the center of our solar system, solar being the key word. All the planets orbit it. We use this journey to measure time, space, and even our birthday. The sun helps us connect with our journey and see how far we've come. It is just far enough away to create the perfect conditions for Earth to become abundant with life. In ancient Greece, the sun was known as Helios. In ancient Egypt, it was Ra. Worldwide, the ancients knew the importance of the sun. The earliest sky gazers worshipped it, and because daily it would disappear over the horizon, leaving the darkness and the mystery of night, it was clear that it had governance over life and light. So we learned early on that the sun was needed for us to survive and thrive. I'm hearing something like no one could ever take the sun from you, or you from the sun. So you always have that point of evolution and activation. You know what I'm saying? The sun is therefore vital as an energetic vortex in the physical realm, but on a spiritual level, it is a portal of divine light that we connect with through the inner universe. It's a spiritual gateway representing the center of the multiverse, a sacred energetic portal that irradiates infinite inspirational light. Visualize yourself diving within until you find yourself arising at a sun. I'm hearing a song, Black Hole Sun, won't you come, wash away the rain, dun dun dun. Won't you come, won't you come, Black Hole Sun. Okay, what are the words? Such a good song. Is that Soundgarden? Brum, 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 brum. Black Hole Sun. Yes, it is Soundgarden. In my eyes. Ooh, when you can just hear like a straight intro to a song, y'all. In my eyes, indisposed, in the skies, no one knows, hides the face. Listen, in my eyes, indisposed, in disguises no one knows, hides the face, lies the snake, and the sun in my disgrace. Boiling heat, summer stench, neath the black, the sky looks dead, call my name through the cream. And oh, here's a black hole sun, won't you come and wash away the rain? In my shoes, walking sleep, in my youth I pray to keep heaven send hell away. No one sings like you anymore. Hang my head, drown my fear, till you all just disappear. Black hole sun, won't you come, wash away the rain. Na, na, na. Steal the warm wind, tired friend, times are gone for honest men. Sometimes far too long for snakes. Interesting. It's very snaky energy in this song. It's giving like drain the swamp. Seeing behind masks type of energy. That's the time we're in anyway, child. Okay. Visualize yourself diving within until you find yourself arising. Arising. Okay. Phoenix energy. Until you find yourself arising at a sun in the center of the galaxy of your being. That's very heart chakra, solar plexus, you know. Invite it to encode your frequency with regeneration energy. Wow, that is powerful. I mean, can we just looking at this card as an activation, right? It's also, you guys, you know, the scarab beetle, like literally love and light, right? His job was to roll a bunch of shit and make good stuff out of it. And if that ain't shadow work, I don't know if that's not alchemy, I don't know what is. Love the scarab. Very revered by the Egyptian people, right? The great central sun is shining brightly in your life and upon your world. This is a time to regenerate. Tiredness and old energy are being washed away. Wash away the rain. Old skins have peeled off to reveal a sacred and more aligned you. This is an exciting time. Central sun energy is magnetic and all-powerful, opening you up to light and supporting you as you express your own light in this lifetime. New ideas, opportunities, and experiences come easily to you at this time. I'm hearing a message for someone like, if you don't do anything different, nothing changes. If you don't choose differently, you don't change anything. Something like this, like being bold, being courageous and inspired to create something different. Maybe you're being called to step into something that is hugely different for you. And I've been in that place. Trust me, I absolutely relate to that feeling. And I would tell you every time, now I'm seeing the Fool card, just jump off the cliff. Like the sun kissing the perfectly ripe soil, the seeds you have planted are being encouraged to grow. Realize that in order to go beyond your horizon, it's important for you to welcome energetic exchanges. When you help others, you let yourself be helped and returned. When you invest energy in projects, you let it be invested in yourself. Okay, I like that. I like that. Very beautiful message. Let's shuffle a little bit of tarot. Oh, I pulled the fire dragon for myself this morning too, you guys. So it's so interesting to see the central sun then come out. Very, very powerful. Black hole sun, won't you come wash away the rain? Dun, 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 dun. Black hole sun. Burr, 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 burr. I'm going to have to play it now. I haven't played it in a minute. I'm sure it's on one of my playlists, though. I will. In my eyes, indisposed. In disguises no one knows. Hides the face, lies the snake. The sun in my disgrace. It's such a good song, child. You know I can't play it. All right, love and light. Spirit guides, ancestors, and team. Divine source energy that flows through all things. We ask for messages that are always in service to the law of one, for the highest and best good and harming none. Okay, tarot, is there anything we got to say? I don't know. I mean, those are two pretty powerful cards, you guys, you know? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. What do we have? The Ace of Cups. You are filling a cup that other people or someone specifically or past versions of yourself and or entities, what have you, can't like drink from a cup anymore. Take that as you will. Scorpio energy, processing shadows, Mars energy here. People just not being able to take a manipulative action towards an emotional space anymore. Take that how it resonates for you. Leave it if it doesn't. Ace of Cups. The Spirit is refilling your cup. You're reconnected to divine source. It's a very, like, it feels like to me like a very oneness, very blissful, this Ace of Cups energy, right? Very, you know what, I think I do choose to keep my heart open. And I believe that there is a good outcome for me. I'm finding how to refill, revamp, wash out and cleanse. You know, it's a totally, I don't know. It's like you're no longer repressing emotions too, as well, maybe. It's a new connection to like the oneness and bliss of source that allows you to kind of let your cup runneth over, so to speak. I like that. I like that energy a lot. Let's grab a Dream Song Oracle card, you guys, just to close out. Hope you all have a beautiful Monday. Now I just remembered I'm kind of aggravated. Oh, I pulled that for myself this morning. I'm a little bit aggravated. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with this website. Y'all can't be having my site. Should I pay for that? Okay, let me stay focused. Woo! Websites really can be tedious and a little frustrating sometimes. You know, love and light. Okay. All right, Spirit. Dream Song Oracle. So beautiful. So lovely. All right, we have Seek the Angel Perspective. I like that. It's like an angel is guiding them. Are they guiding? Which one's the angel, right? That's interesting to consider that. Let's read Seek the Angel Perspective together from the Dream Song Oracle. Where are we at? Number 18. It's time for the expansive view. Fly up high away from the minutia of life. Being grounded is essential, but sometimes we need an angel's eye view of our life. Oh, it's giving how we were talking about Mercury and Aries, and then Mercury going retrograde, and how we are talking about this portal, and it's a very spiritual time, even though, yes, that's perfect. Being grounded is essential, but sometimes we need an angel's eye view of our life to get a better perspective. When you cling to a familiar environment, your perspective can shrink. Ideas, plans, and ambitions can suffer as a result. This is also true for your belief system. I'm seeing the Tower. So for maybe some, it's an unexpected moment where you're forced to, or either, it doesn't have to be negative. It's just very different than what you expected. Something changes your perspective, but it's for the purpose of letting you see something different because you're clinging to something that's making you small. This is also true of your belief system. When life feels too cramped, whether by restrictive thoughts or situations, you must change your view. Think of yourself as winged, able to fly above your life. I'm seeing Archangel Raphael. Looking down on your choices and decisions. Is your vision small? Are your plans meager? Are you breathing only a little and calling it a life? Ooh. Use your meditation space. Climb up to 10,000 feet. You know how I love to say, take that eagle's eye perch, that eagle's eye view. Take in the expanse of your life. Decide your next move based on that vantage point. Yes. All right, friends. Happy, wonderful, magical Monday to you. I hope you have a great day. I look forward to checking back in with you soon. All right. Love you. Take good care. Bye.